Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Megan. You're rolling with Megan and Little Big O here in the back. He's not going to be seen for the moment because I thought I angled my camera the correct way. Obviously, I didn't. Alright, people, let me out of the carpool lane, please. I want to get away from my kids as much as possible. Anyways, radio 100.9 is a little busy running late with my Murder Mondays. How dare you? How dare you? It is 7:32. Alex, where are you at? Anyways, so we're going to go for a little ride. By the way, guys, just to let you guys know, I started my diet today, officially started doing, the smoothies and stuff instead of, the coffee and creamer and stuff today. Because I've been off caffeine for now a month, and I miss it so bad. I really do. Oh, thank you. The bus is letting me go. Yay. Thank you. They're so nice here at the school. I mean, not that they're never not nice, but it's just nice that the bus drivers are really super sweet to me too. Because they know that I have to deal with twins and they're crazy. Anyways, my voice is finally coming back. I'm so happy. I've been sick like a dog for the past month now because my kids go to public school, right? And I'm not blaming everybody, but some kids, they go into school hacking up along, and then my kids come home later that day, they weren't hacking up along, and then all of a sudden they are. By the way, Alex, Joe, where's my Murder Monday? It's now 7:33. It always happens at 7:30. Why are you
Monday starts right
now.
Yes! Brought to you by Cam's Roofing and
I'm just
Remodeling.
so excited.
Lower your heating bills with a professional insulation installation by Cam's Roofing and Remodeling. Visit camsroofing.com to schedule your free estimate.
Give us the Murder Mondays.
Police searched Gacy's home and found the decomposed remains.
I get the chills every time for this intro.
Space under the house.
Tomorrow marks 30 years since Johnny Gosh disappeared on his paper route.
I remember that story. That's crazy.
The city is preoccupied with a killer who in one note signed himself the Son of Sam.
The East area breakers, just when you thought the sort of continued was
Wrists and ankles chained.
Hurry up! Oh my God. Get to the story already, Alex. You're already running behind. Oh.
It's Murder Monday on the Joe and Alex Show. Listener discretion is advised.
The reason that we do Murder Monday is to bring attention to Crime Stoppers. They let you anonymously give tips on any unsolved crime that might be in your area. Here's their number. Write this down so you can call them anytime. 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-TIPS. Alex, what story are you doing today?
The Greyhound bus killer, also known as Vincent Lee. It's July 30th, 2008. A 22-year-old Canadian man named Tim McLean decides to take a Greyhound bus traveling the Trans-Canada Highway. Usually bus trips take forever and they're really boring, but soon the passengers on this bus would learn the hard way that this one would be anything but boring. Tim McLean is a carnival worker traveling to see his family in Winnipeg. He had just gotten done working at a fair in Alberta and was looking forward to a nap before visiting his loved ones. Tim decides to sit in one of the last seats in the back of the bus. He figures that this way he'll be away from passengers moving around and talking. He didn't think about the fact that he'd be sitting so close to the bathroom, though, so his nap keeps getting interrupted by people walking past him up and down the aisles.
That smell, too. Ugh.
Tim decides to put his earbuds in and listen to music, and just when he's close to falling asleep, he's startled by someone sitting down next to him. It's a tall Chinese-Canadian man who's in his 40s. His name is Vincent Lee, and he's wearing dark sunglasses. Tim recognizes him as someone who was originally sitting at the front of the bus, but he guesses that he must have changed his mind and came back to sit next to him. Tim looks at Vincent for a second, and then goes back to resting his head against the rattling window pane. The rhythm of the moving Greyhound bus rocks Tim fast asleep. Vincent Lee, the man sitting next to Tim, was born in China in the 60s and moved to Canada to become a citizen. He got his degree in computer science in China, but because he didn't speak very much English, he was working a lot of small jobs here and there. He had worked as a Walmart greeter, newspaper deliverer, and a forklift operator. He had been working multiple small jobs to support his wife, Anna, but he was laid off from Walmart after getting into a disagreement with his coworkers. And so Vincent tells his wife he needs to board the Greyhound bus to take him to a job interview. But he leaves a day earlier than the trip is scheduled. And people see Vincent on the bus bench the night before, not sleeping. He's sitting upright, staring for hours and not blinking.
I hate that part.
Even as people walk past him, he doesn't seem
I hate it when that happens in the horror movies
The next day, the bus comes and Vincent gets on before eventually sitting next to 22-year-old Tim McLean. And just when Tim falls
Please,
asleep,
Tim, don't die.
Vincent pulls out a long knife from his pocket and he stabs Tim in the neck.
In the neck. It's always worse than the neck.
Inside the bus, Vincent takes his knife and stabs Tim again, deep in his chest. People on the bus have now noticed, and they start standing up, screaming in a total panic.
No panic.
Vincent stabs Tim again and again.
God damn it.
The bus is lurching to the side of the road as the driver pulls
Tim,
over.
why?
The driver
Why'd
kills
you
the
fall
engine
asleep?
as people are now scrambling to get off the bus. As one man runs off the bus to safety, he notices that his wife isn't beside him.
No.
She's sitting frozen in her seat.
No.
She is so terrified that she is paralyzed. The brave husband decides he's going to go back onto the bus to save his wife.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. I love my wife, Lindsay. I was like, good luck! Run!
Damn it, Joe,
Vincent
stop being a
is
prick.
still going to town on Tim, ripping his body apart.
Oh my God,
the man grabs his wife's arm, startling her out of paralysis. The couple takes one last look towards the horror going on the back of the bus and run off. The passengers line up on the side of the road next to the parked Greyhound, absolutely horrified. After talking amongst themselves, the driver and two others decide to do something. They approach the doors of the bus. Will they be able to overtake the knife-wielding madman and survive? Find out after this song. It's Murder
God
Monday on the
damn it,
Joe
Alex.
Show.
Quit doing that. I'm tired of these damn cliffhangers. Alright, so let's get back to the original conversation before Murder Mondays happened. So, as you guys know, for a month now, I've been off of caffeine. No coffee, no creamer, like, no, not even tea. Like, I haven't been able to drink any caffeine. And it's not that, like, I don't have any heart problems or anything. It's just, like, I want to watch my sugar intake. I want to watch everything that's going on because, well, I noticed that I wasn't feeling well. Like, every time I'd have a caffeine beverage, like coffee, which is my favorite drink, one of my favorite drinks besides Dr. Pepper, which I have been missing Dr. Pepper. I didn't think I would, but I would. Anyway, sorry for shouting. My fans are going off like crazy. And I forgot that they were on. My bad. My bad, babies. Anyways, so what happened was that basically after my entire, like, the craziest month has happened so far. Like, no caffeine. I was, like, tired at first, but then I was like, you know what? I'm getting up earlier and earlier. But I was also sick because somebody had brought something home when they shouldn't have. And somebody's about to hit my damn car. What the hell's wrong with you, girl? Man, this is crazy. Sorry, I just realized that my traffic area right here is crazy. Alright, shit. I'm never gonna get out of here. I'm gonna just roll out in the middle of the intersection and be like, hey, hit me if you want. Shit. I could have gone, but that idiot just took their time turning, and I'm like, oh, man. It's gonna be one of those crazy days where I can't get through anywhere. It's not even rush hour this morning. Rush hour is usually 8:30. What is going on? Did everybody just like, look, Megan's up and she's on her new diet? Let's just piss her off even more. Thank you guys for finally let me through. Alright, so anyways, we're going to go the long way around because apparently some idiot is doing some construction on my street that I need to get onto. This is weird. Anyways, Ariana, you have to shut up for a minute. Anyways, So my thing is that I've been on this diet for a month. I've noticed that I've lost a lot of weight considering I retain water, and I just got put it back on birth control. And so that's been crazy.
Radio now.
No. You said after this song. What is going on, Radio Now? They know I like the song. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to the conversation. So, mind you, I literally have been sick, haven't been feeling good. I lost my voice at one point and then got it back recently. So my smoothie today was almond milk, a bunch of oranges just thrown into this blender, as well as some strawberries, and unsweetened almond milk, by the way. So it's 30 calories and no sugar added, because I'm watching my sugars, make sure that I don't become like a diabetic like my mom and dad. My dad's a type 2 diabetic, and my mom has fibromyalgia, and basically she can't eat a lot of things with sugar in it because it does trigger tremors in her body and stuff like that. Just a little extra sugar. And she's also insulin resistant at that point. So, it's just one thing after another, really. Okay, they still have the song on, which is making me really sad because it's Murder Mondays. You guys were running late. You give me back my show. Anyways, so my thing is that this diet has been going crazy. I feel like I can't eat anything. Hardly. I went and I got to Aldi's. Now, Aldi is the one place that I think you should go and get your diet foods from, because hear me out. This place that, is known for people just saving money and stuff, and people just buy hordes and hordes and hordes of food for 2 months, and they only pay like $150 at the most. By the way, their German candy is the bomb, by the way. I love this song. This is so distracting. Anyways, so my thing is that with Aldi, they have these meatless, chicken patties. They have black bean burgers and stuff. For $3.29, you get 6 of them in your entire, pack. And I started eating them, and I'm like, wow, I've noticed some results. I'm happy. But I also, I have to watch my intake because, I'm just so nervous about getting diabetes from, my dad's side and my mom's side. And, I'm terrified of not having a normal, proper waistline. Because I've been working out for years, and I never saw the results, even with the dieting. I've gone vegan before, and I was anorexic at that point, because I was actually starving myself. I had an eating disorder. I still do. I emotionally eat because I am a big baby. Because, I don't like to deal with my feelings because I'm just not allowed to have them, apparently. When it comes to, other people, it's oh, you're so reliable. But yet, when the reliable person needs a shoulder to cry on, nobody wants to volunteer. It's because they're oh, but you're supposed to be our support system and blah, 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 right? And that's what it usually is. But this diet, I've been, noticing that my support system is not there. And I'm actually thriving. Almost killed the duck. I'm sorry, Ducky. But you shouldn't have ran out in front of me. Oh, my God. Are you okay? I'm sorry. Happy belated Mother's Day, by the way, Puppy Duck. I call it Puppy Duck. I don't know why.
30 years since Johnny Gosh disappeared on his paper route.
I just killed my mom and my sister.
The city is preoccupied with the killer who in one note signed himself the son of Sam.
The East area of Memphis, just when you thought the story couldn't get any worse.
Wrists and ankles chained, gagged, probably blindfolded. We have an individual who apparently has the uncontrollable desire to kill.
It's Murder Monday on the Joe and Alex Show. Listener discretion is advised.
Just saw the photos that Alex posted up on our Instagram. You need to go follow us right now and leave a comment too. It's at Joe and Alex Show. And I see it looks like a cross on the side of the road. I see a police scene with the bus. Wow. Okay. And then there's photos of people on the bus. What's this?
Yeah, you can see Vincent and Tim sitting next to each other, what Tim looks like, what Vincent looks like, the whole shebang at Joe and Alex Show on Instagram. So Vincent Lee has just brutally attacked a young man named Tim McLean sitting next to him on a Greyhound bus in Canada. He's been stabbing him repeatedly, and while doing so, the rest of the passengers are able to get off the bus that had pulled over on the side of the highway. They're standing there when the driver and 2 passengers decide that they're going to do something. The three of them approach the bus.
Okay.
But Vincent sees them coming and runs towards the door. He sticks his long, bloody knife through the crack and jabs it towards the three men. They run away, leaving a probably dead Tim McLean in the bus with Vincent. Vincent begins cutting through Tim's neck and holds up his severed head for all the passengers to see in the window. The passengers watch in horror, screaming and crying. They start to call the police. Vincent is running around the bus, making trips back and forth to Tim's body, and starts cutting off pieces of him and putting them in his mouth to eat.
Okay, that's enough.
Yep, this is a cannibal situation. The passengers look for anything they can find to prevent Vincent from getting off the bus. They jam a crowbar in the door as Vincent stabs through the crack again. Vincent even tries to drive the bus away, but the driver had pushed an emergency stop button and was the only one who knew how to turn it off. Vincent keeps going back to Tim and eating more and more and more of his body. He takes his severed head and shakes it in the blood-covered windows to scare the passengers. Some of them watching start throwing up. Finally,
I would
ambulances
too.
and police arrive just as dark comes, and even a tactical unit waits in the night to take down Vincent. As the passengers are loaded into the ambulances and police cars, Vincent yells, "I have to stay on the bus forever!" The siege continues for hours. Around 1:30 in the morning, Vincent tries smashing a window on the bus to escape, and the police burst through the bus door armed with tasers. Just before Vincent can shatter the glass, thousands of bolts are sent through his body. Vincent falls down in the aisle, and police lock him in handcuffs and drag him off the bus. The parts of Tim's body that Vincent hadn't eaten are placed into bags. As police pat Vincent down, they find Tim's ears, nose, and tongue in Vincent's pockets.
Oh my gosh. You can give even just me a little warning before we do this, because this is disgusting.
I told you, this is one of the most gruesome ones that we've done. Police couldn't
And I have
find
that
Tim's
smoothie.
eyes
It's coming back up,
or
Alex.
chunk of
Thanks
his
a
heart,
lot.
which they think Vincent might have also eaten. The media is shocked. And the next day, around 10 a.m., Greyhound bus people take the passengers to a local store to get clothes, since their suitcases were left on the bus. It would be almost a year before Vincent's trial would even start, because it took investigators a very long time to figure out what would cause such a mild-mannered guy to do this. The court ends up deciding that Vincent is insane because he said he was hearing voices that God was telling him to kill Tim and eat him. And the court decides to send Vincent to an insane asylum. Tim McLean's family sued Greyhound for $150,000.
I hope
A
they
couple
got
of the
it.
passengers sued Greyhound. And in 2014,
But it wasn't Greyhound's
one of the
fault.
responding officers on the scene committed suicide.
Oh, just having to see all that probably, right?
Right. Just 2 years ago, Vincent Lee was released back into society.
No!
Excuse me?
No.
No supervision.
What?
He has been diagnosed with schizophrenia and has changed his name to a name that no one knows.
No, we're supposed
So
to
the
know
next
that.
time
That's
you
no.
find yourself
When
on
people
a bus
do that shit.
or using any
mm-mm.
public transportation, I hope you buckle up, because you never know who's going to be enjoying the ride with you.
Oh, hell
What
no.
if he's like an Uber or a Lyft driver now?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
that's.
seatbelt ever again.
Can you believe it? This is one of my favorite stories because it is so insane. And the fact that he just is casually living amongst us.
He could be listening.
And why was he let
He could be
out?
working on the
Because
Joe
he has
Alex show and go by the name
schizophrenia.
pork chop.
He literally ate his eyes.
I was gonna eat my beef jerky, but now the whole tongue in the pocket thing has ruined it for me.
Joe, put down the
You can
beef
see the
jerky,
photos
hon. It's not good
at
for you,
Joe
trust
and
me.
Alex Show on Instagram.
All right,
Oh,
that's
I'm gonna
Murder
throw
Monday
up.
here on the Joe and Alex Show on Radio Now.
All right, so that story about made me throw up. Thanks a lot, Alex. But I loved it, though, because the gorier, the better. No, I'm kidding. But that is crazy that they would let somebody who was that insane, that killed somebody and ate them, literally ate them in front of hundreds of other people. Oh, my God, no. And they would just release him and let him change his name without anybody knowing? No. No. That is wrong. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no. No. Now I'm getting a little upset. Yeah, I know, Olin. I'm scared too. I don't even think I want to leave the house. But anyways, so we're gonna get going because we wanted to hear Murder Mondays. I can't wait for that one to come out onto their YouTube channel. But also, why were you running late, Alex? Why were you guys running late, Joe? I don't understand. Ugh. Anyways, love your faces. Hopefully you're having a great day. It's Manic Mondays, so you know what that means. I've got to work really hard on going to the gym today, and I don't want to because it's raining and I'm sad. Anyways, love your faces. Bye.